Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Ashley McDowell.
And I'm Adriana Cotero. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories.
DFIMS has a new acting commissioner appointed by the administration. We tell you who.
Also tonight, Imperial Pacific International received millions of dollars from an overseas investor.
And the CNMI is experiencing a drought, which is continuing throughout the month.
In sports, the end of an era and the close of a golf course.
Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
Get a load of this! Here's your chance to win cold hard cash with Tokomon Pacific's prepaid giveaway. For a limited time only, get a chance to win cash and cool Tokomon Pacific gear every time you load $5 worth of Tokomon Pacific prepaid. Every Friday, we'll reward 5 winners with $50 and one grand prize of $250 to one lucky person. Every $5 worth of prepaid load gets you an automatic entry. Load more and get more chances to win with Tokomon Pacific's prepaid giveaway. Tokomon Pacific, better together. Some conditions apply.
Welcome to the Mariana Eye Institute. Our office on Beach Road is staffed with U.S. certified eye care technicians, doctors that have received national recognition, and a friendly, professional staff that will look after you and your loved ones. With over 1,200 eyeglass frames to choose from and an in-house lab, we can make most glasses in about an hour, and we even feature a mobile clinic to bring eye care to you. Keep your eyes healthy and strong with professional eye care at the Mariana Eye Institute.
You better strap, everybody come on, you better click, and click it on, put your seatbelt on, it can save your life. Your life is in your hands, your seatbelt makes a difference, it's your only defense, you gotta click it or ticket. You better strap, everybody come on, you better click, and click it on, put your seatbelt on, you gotta click it or ticket.
Half a day, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Friday, May 17th, 2019.
Acting Governor Arnold Palacios sent out a memorandum today designating an acting commissioner for the Department of Fire and Emergency Medical Services. The release to all department and activity heads states that effective at 4:30 p.m. today, Assistant Fire Chief Mr. Juan A. Pua is designated as the acting commissioner of DFIMS. Governor Ralph Torres states that a new commissioner will be appointed for confirmation within the next 2 weeks. The prior commissioner, Clyde Narita, has withdrawn from his position by Governor Torres yesterday.
Imperial Pacific International Board of Directors announces that the company is in collaboration with the Japanese institution GCM Ltd. According to the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, GCM will invest in the development of IPI Saipan Phase 1 Integrated Resort Project by lending a total sum of $500 million, and the first transaction of $100 million has already been made as of May 15th, 2019. And early this week, the Lottery Commission met and made 2 amendments to the casino license agreement. The first amendment is to reduce the minimum stake of 51% to 10% for shareholders, and the second, to allow rooms to be built by IPI's hotel partners count toward the required 2,000 rooms.
The CNMI Office of Homeland Security and Emergency Management has released that the current severe drought the Marianas is experiencing is expected to continue through the rest of May. A notice has been received from the National Weather Service out of Guam, advising that the dry weather patterns in the Marianas is likely to continue through the rest of the month.
We are experiencing abnormally low levels of precipitation in the region. It started since January, and then it's been lasting from what we are being told from the National Weather Service up until the end of May.
This causes extreme fire danger in the Sinamai, as well as scarce water conditions that could lead to health issues.
Because of this, we are also urging our residents to please conserve water. We cannot reiterate how important that is. We all just came off of YouTube where all our water was shut down from our homes, and we saw how inconvenient that was for a lot of people. And so before we even reach that point where we now have to watch our water tank levels and schedule water outages throughout the island, let's all help and pitch in by conserving water.
HSEM is asking the public to conserve water by following simple steps during dry weather conditions.
Some simple things that we can do is avoid flushing your toilet unnecessarily when you're brushing, shaving, taking a shower. If you don't need the water, shut it off even for, a couple of seconds. It really does help. If you have any leaks in your homes, please go ahead and get those fixed. A drop a second really helps us in increasing the amount that we are wasting by allowing us to lose 2,700 gallons of water a year. And so those numbers should add up if we don't do the necessary steps that it takes to conserve water.
HSEM is advising the public to refrain from discarding lit cigarette butts out of car windows and delay any burning. Permits are required from the Department of Fire and Emergency Medical Services to burn outdoors. Any littering, including cigarettes, is punishable by a fine of $25 to $5,000.
Burning your green waste in your backyard or any other trash. We are asking residents that they please delay that until it's a safe time to do so. We've seen how many reports of wildfires within the last month. It's a bit more prevalent now because of the dry weather that we are experiencing.
Also keep in mind your pets, as the heat can be unbearable on most days, and shade is necessary to prevent heat exhaustion or suffocation of animals.
A lot of times I drive around and I see a dog being tied underneath nothing, really. He's just tied to a fence with no trees or no shade for that poor dog. I mean, we as humans suffocate even just 10 minutes out in the heat. Imagine for that dog to be tied there the whole day. So please secure your pets in an area that is breezy, that has shade.
But there is hope, as the wind flow patterns are expected to change slowly in the coming months, which will provide more rainfall over the islands. Reporting for KSPN2, I'm Ashley McDowell.
Now that the CNMI Prevailing Wage Survey is active, Governor Ralph Torres commends our business community.
Department of Commerce as well as Chamber Chamber for them stepping up to the plate and doing it to expedite the wage salary survey that they did, because if we're not able to do that, we will be going through Guam's minimum wage.
Governor Torres explains how the CNMI is still in the early stages of developing a prevailing wage.
There's several occupations that was done that has been approved. The other occupation that has not been done we'll be doing that forthcoming to make sure that we have our own survey. To those occupation that is not able to go lower than what we have, we need to go back to the drawing board and see how we can assist each other.
As assistance and support within the various occupations is necessary.
Whether you like it or not, it's going to go up. Construction, there's other skills that whether we like it or not, the need of those occupations is here. And as much as I say lower the minimum wage, at the same time, if it's something that we cannot, then we need to work on it and try to get those occupations work through another avenue if we need to do another survey or another test.
And the first round for submissions of the Prevailing Wage Survey closed on April 22nd. Reporting for KSPN2 News, I'm Adriana Cotero.
Congressman Gregorio Khalili Sablan has introduced a bill that will help existing businesses in the Marianas continue to grow, as well as encourage new businesses to develop.
Now, in order
A bill has been introduced to legislation that will give small businesses in the Marianas access to 2 grant programs, as well as a micro-lien program that is run by the Federal Small Business Administration.
In the past, we worked with SBA, and they passed a bill that came out of the Senate, and the SBA were provided drafting assistance, and they did not include us. And so then we went through a different process, and that didn't work. So we're again trying to get us included, and it's basically small business development centers that would bring. We are getting some of the services at this time, but we want our own.
A release from Congressman Sablan states that the Marianas is the only U.S. jurisdiction not currently included in these programs. The bill would allow for a lead small business development center to be established, giving Saipan, Tinian, and Rota better access to free or low-cost services, along with assistance in loan applications, business planning, operations, personnel administration, marketing, export assistance, and sales.
It brings about $600,000 a year to SBDC to provide some assistance, primarily technical and assistance to people who are looking at the SBA for access to financing their business startups.
The Federal and State Technology Partnership Grant is a second grant program that would make up to $125,000 available to help women and people from rural areas compete for $3 billion in money for business startup. And the micro-lien program by SBA would allow businesses to access loans up to $50,000 for capital or to acquire materials, supplies, or equipment, and is targeted to help women, veterans, low-income, and minority entrepreneurs.
There is a big food eating contest this weekend. We're talking a taste of the Marianas that's 10 pounds.
We have the details next. Stay tuned.
Get the phone plan you're looking for at IT&E. Stay connected with the strongest, widest, and most reliable network in the Marianas. Stream, share, play, shop, and surf the web with super fast 4G LTE data. Whether you need just a few gigabytes of data to get by, or if you want to go further with unlimited data, there's a plan for you. You'll always get the best price. Visit any IT&E store or call us to learn more. IT&E. Explore your world.
You know the rules. Eggs and sausage, hotcakes and butter. Morning fare, right? Well, McDonald's has thrown away those rules and opened a new world of possibilities. Now you're free to start enjoying the breakfast you love anytime you wish.
No way.
Yes way. Introducing McDonald's new all-day breakfast menu. Once you changed how you ate breakfast. It's time to start changing when.
Mental health. What is it?
So, what is it? What is it?
It is my feelings.
It is my emotions.
It's what's in my head.
It is being able to realize his or her own potential.
It's coping with normal stresses in life.
Half of adult mental illness begins before the age of 14. Over 40% of children ages 13 to 17 experience behavioral problems even before they reach the 7th grade. Suicide is also the 3rd leading cause of death among youth ages 15 to 24. These numbers are not easy to absorb, which is why we want to remind the community that the emotional well-being of a child is just as important as their physical health.
The Community Guidance Center Systems of Care under the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation offers an array of services and support for children and youth ages 5 to 21. One of the most important ways parents can help is to listen to their children and to take their feelings seriously. They may want change, they may want a hug, or they may want to seek professional help. So take the time to talk to your children and understand how they feel, because
children's mental health matters.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News.
The Social Security Administration has released the most popular baby names in American Samoa, Guam, and Northern Mariana Islands for 2018. And the names Olivia and Lucas were at the top of the list. For the boys, the list goes Lucas, William, Aiden, Daniel, and Kevin. And for the girls, the list goes Olivia, Sophia, Isabella, Mia, and Angela. To check out how the Northern Mariana Islands, Guam, and Samoa compare to the rest of the country with popular baby names, check out the Social Security website at socialsecurity.gov.
No Adriana or Ashley on that list.
I know. I guess our name's not that
Maybe
popular.
next year.
Yeah.
All right. Can you eat 10 pounds of fried rice? If the answer is yes, well, the next question is,
how fast? The Marianas Visitors Authority is asking everyone this.
That's right, as this week's Taste of the Marianas Festival Night will feature a food eating competition. It's the Jay's Fried Rice Eating Contest. Each competitor has 30 minutes to finish 10 pounds of fried rice. The first person to finish in time wins $1,000 in cash. MVA also announced that there will be a mystery celebrity guest competitor from off-island. The festival takes place every Saturday during the month of May, beginning at 5 p.m. and ending at 10 p.m., with the contest at 7 o'clock p.m.
On Guam, a lawmaker introduces a legislation that implements a new program for incarcerated individuals. KUAM reports.
Hafade Sinamai, here's what's making news on Guam. One local lawmaker is hoping to take Guam's chemical castration law one step further. This despite the fact it hasn't even been implemented in the past 4. Julia Santos reports.
Senator James Moylan on Tuesday introduced Bill 137-35 to update the Chemical Castration for Sex Offenders Act. The reason this program has not been implemented since its passage into law back in 2015 is due to conflicting data provided by the American Psychological Association regarding the efficacy of the treatment and the potential long-term effects on convicted persons undergoing the dosing process. Senator Moylan understands the potential risks involved as far as the negative side effects of the convicted offenders.
If they're concerned about that, they should consult their physician. Again, this is just if a condition if they qualify as a sexual predator on juveniles. If they want to get out on parole, then this is something they need to get done. If it's their concern for them and they're considering some side effects that may happen to them and they don't want to do it, then you don't have to do it. Then you can complete the rest of your sentence.
Moylan's bill would require sex offenders to pay for the treatment themselves. But what if the felons can't afford to pay for it? Would the cost be passed on to the taxpayers? According to the senator, if they can't pay, they can't seek parole.
If the felon cannot afford the treatment for the chemical castration, well, then you complete the rest of your parole. If you can afford it and you're willing to go for that, then you pay for it yourself. I think the government and the taxpayers have incarcerated the person and hopefully got his treatment inside. If he doesn't want to complete the rest of his sentence, or rather I say come up for evaluation on parole and wants to get early release, then so be it, but you must then complete this part of the chemical castration.
The senator wanted to make clear that the main intention of his bill is addressing the concern for the victims and creating policy to reduce recidivism rates.
How are we going to prevent this from happening again? Well, here's one way. It may not be a guaranteed that they will no longer do it, or maybe it will work just while they're on parole.
Senator Moylan says it's a mandatory requirement for sex offenders seeking parole.
If you want or wish to be released on parole, which is early release from your confinement, then this is a condition that you must do. You committed a crime against a juvenile and you're pedophiliac, then you need to do certain things. And chemical castration is an existing law right now, and we are just giving more meat to this, more teeth to this, making it mandatory for those that have committed the crime against a minor to either you complete your sentence, or if you want to get out early, then chemical castration is what you need to do.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Julius Santos.
Stay informed 24/7 by checking out KUAM.com or downloading the KUAM News app available for iOS or Android. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor LeConte.
Thank you, Nestor. Coming up, fly like an eagle. Girls hoop it up next in the KSPN2 Sports Report.
Get more, do more with Tokomon Pacific. Enjoy endless local calls and SMS with 30 gigabytes of data for only $59 a month. Sign up today and get a Samsung J6 smartphone free. Connect with the familia, share your moments with your primos, and celebrate the Mariana's way every day. The possibilities are endless. On the fastest network that gives you more. Tokomon! Now available at Tokomon Pacific. Better together. Some conditions apply.
You deserve more. Hey, I know it's been hard. Come on, let's go for a ride.
Hi, welcome to Dow Rent to Own.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now this feels like home.
Dial Rent to Own.
Making lives better since 1987.
Four capabilities for the ultimate family adventure. Mitsubishi Outlander. Out of this world.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
KSPN2 Sports is brought to you in part by Triple J Motors. Buenas sports fans. Buenas sports fans, Saipan lost State Golf Course this week. The Mariana Country Club is no more. We went out to Marpy this afternoon to survey the scene. That over-the-horizon radar station was established in 1986. And that was just a few years after this golf course. That radar station is no longer working, and neither is this golf course. Only cats and dogs are walking around here now. The golf course is closed to the public until further notice. Well, it's a beautiful day out here in Marpy. Perfect for going to the beach or being on the water. Perfect for everything except playing golf at this golf course. As you can see, there is a barricade up here. The public, please do not come. It has been closed since Wednesday. As to the future, well, we'll have to find out later. The Department of Public Lands is in the process of making an agreement with Grand Marianas to operate this property. The details to be announced at some future date. The course used to be a luxuriant green and lush with a view of Onatahan on a clear day. Today, the clubhouse is fallen apart, the fencing's down, the links are brown. Mowing isn't a concern now, but as soon as the rainy season comes without maintenance, you can expect this to turn into jungle. This tangan seems to be growing okay, but that's the only plant. Everything out here dying. The grass is brown. There's been no maintenance for a while, and there's not going to be any maintenance in the foreseeable future. Now, whether more tangan starts to grow up in the greens and in the fairways, that's a concern. Thus, ends an era for those who love golf and enjoyed playing here. No baseball, no swimming pool, and no golf. The Mariana Country Club comes to a close this week, and with it, the end of an era. The end of a chapter in the history of the Northern Marianas. What will be in the future chapter? We don't know for sure now. Only time will tell. Agape Christian School girls basketball had their most successful season in their brief history. Their middle school went undefeated during the regular season, and they made it to the finals, where they met an obstacle, though, that they could not overcome. The Agape Christian Academy Middle School girls basketball team had the full support from their student body for the season finale against Grace Christian Academy. The Lady Eagles led 11-7. In the first quarter, no, it was the third quarter. This game was tough, hard, physical. Nothing came easy, but then, well, doesn't that make the trophy even more special? Agape Christian went undefeated the whole year, but yesterday their shots were not falling. The spirit was there, their fans were there, but their field goals were not. GCA, though, they weren't exactly burning up the nets either, but all they needed were a few ones. There's one by Solel Lamar. Adriel Fatilofa to Catriel Saris. Oh, count it. GCA students were so excited they couldn't stand still. Final minute, Agape. They go for the steal. Oh, ends with a foul. Strategy? Was that a good strategy? The fans were debating it. This game turned into a foul fest at the end, but it was GCA surviving 17-11. Well, basketball tops, the top plays of the week. 3, 2, 1, let's get it on. Coming in at number 3, it's this perfect pass over the top. Bobby Bowder, Jordan Mount for Agape Christian Academy. Top play number 3. Coming in at number 2, Leona with this rebound and then the dribble drive. She encounters all kinds of problems, but she doesn't let that stop her until her shot drops. Leona, top play number 2. And the Triple J, top play of the day. That pass bounces off Perry Enos' head to the loving hands who score. Oh, that's heads-up basketball right there. The Triple J top play.
Here's the wind-up and the pitch.
I don't believe what I just saw!
So what are you going to do this year? At Gold's, a dedicated fitness studio with a cushioned floor is perfect for group exercise. The cardio room features a variety of treadmills, bikes, steppers, and ellipticals. Fitness machines will help you achieve your goals, and the largest free weight area on Saipan gives you comfortable space to work out. Gold's Gym team is ready to help you get to your goals. Try harder. We know you can do it.
All right, that's a picture of a gyrocumulus or fire cloud that was taken yesterday before sunset in Garapan. A fire in Papago on the other side of the mountain helped create this very unusual phenomenon. The sunset, the sun poked through there, and that's why it shined on that black, the bottom of that black cloud. All right, today's high, it was hot, 92. That's the highest we've had in 2019. That's the highest we've had in 10 years, 20 years, who knows. 103, the heat index, low 80, humidity 65%. Tomorrow, more of the same. We need some rain. We're going to get a little bit of isolated showers here and there, but not enough to finish the drought. All right, high 90, low 79. Seas are calm. Sunrise 5:47, sunset 6:39. Seas are as calm as
Bob,
we are.
I have to say, what? What was that?
Nothing.
I have to say I'm so happy that you explained that because I saw the cloud yesterday and I was just in complete awe and I was like, I wonder what this is because I've never seen anything like that before.
I've never seen that before.
Ever. Oh, so this is a first for you too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad my son took a picture of it.
And it's a gyro. How do you say it? Can you say it again for us?
Gyro.
Oh, gyro.
Gyrocumulus or the other Flammagenitus.
Oh, okay.
Is the scientific name.
Wow.
Yeah, so I saw that yesterday. I wish I would have captured a picture of that. I was just in awe.
It just didn't last very long because it was just when that sun was poking through and the angle had to be just right, and it was the smoke that was coming out of that fire from Papago, and there was a cloud, a regular normal cloud above the fire, and so it went up, and that's what created, and it was just a combination.
Oh my goodness.
And those things don't happen very often, so we were.
Beautiful.
So you people that saw that, man, you guys are really lucky that you just saw that.
Yeah,
that was a pretty awesome experience for sure.
Another thing you're lucky about is the weekend's about ready to begin.
And when does it start, Bob?
As soon as we get out of here. Let's go.
Starting right
now.
now.
Starting right now. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you back here Monday night.
Have a great night.
Good night.